Hello, everyone. Welcome to the At the Table podcast. This is our first episode. My name is Luis, and I have my co-host here. If you would like to introduce
yourself.
yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shay.
That's it. Huh?
That's it. That's where we're starting. We're going to get into the get to know me's later.
My name Jeff.
All right. Okay, where are we starting?
First episode. So, I actually want to do random topic before we get into anything.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we have everything planned out. Okay, random conversation. Labubu's.
Oh, gosh.
So.
No.
So.
Okay. I'll hear you out.
Well, it's not really like for a long conversation or debate or anything, but I was listening to a podcast at work about how Labubus are demonic.
They are.
Yeah.
They're flat out demonic.
Yeah, and I thought, insane, not surprised, right? But I was like, okay, sounds crazy. Some guy did a deep dive, right? And he was talking about it on this podcast, and he was just going off about like the origins of the actual like Labubu. Like there's a specific demon.
His name's Pazuzu.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that's coincidence.
No.
It's not. And if you look at the photo, I think I saw the same podcast. If you look at the photo, it's like an identical. You can tell that that's where he got his inspiration from, for sure.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
But let me see. Images.
And it's actually crazy.
Oh.
And if you think about it too, the influence that it's had is crazy.
Right.
People are obsessed with these.
Right. And it's just like, oh my, this is scary.
It is. People are like fighting tooth and nail to get
defend
them.
It? Oh,
and have you seen too the girl with the only 24 karat gold Labubu, and everyone's freaking out?
No, I didn't know that was a thing.
It's like possessing everyone's mind. Like everyone is obsessed with them.
I think it's insane to kind of see like the trajectory it's had. I mean, obviously, like whether it was the guy's intention or not, smart business move, right? Because I think it's like, I mean, I'm not going to say I support it. I don't think his
intention was bad.
Right. I don't think he had evil intentions whatsoever. But
I think in general, people are inspired by certain things.
He is the quickest person to become a millionaire.
Really?
Or billionaire.
I did not know
One
that.
of the two. Yeah. Insane. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but that's all I had.
I can't say I'm surprised.
Me neither. I mean, dude, I've seen people like fight each other for him on Twitter and stuff. It's kind of
crazy.
I don't know. Yeah. Not surprised, but granted.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What?
Shall we do our introductions? Our actual...
Yeah.
Get into it introductions.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll start this one.
Sounds good.
So, my name is Shay. I am 24. I almost said 23. I'm 24. Lived in Arizona my whole life. Grew up here. Went to college in Flagstaff. I would say go NAU, but it's not true. So, what else? I will be starting an ultrasound technician program super soon. I guess I'll do a short testimony as well. So I grew up in the church. I feel like actually not a lot of people know that, but I grew up in the church. I think it was like 3rd grade that I started going, and I went until I left for college, and I did all the things. I went to camps. I was on the worship team. I, did leadership studies. I was plugged in. I tried to do all the right things, and I just never really got to know Christ for myself until I ended a pretty bad relationship. And now, because of that, I moved back home, but also through it, I found Christ, and I don't regret a single second of it. But now we're here. Now I'm back in Phoenix doing the ultrasound program. Kind of feels a little bit sometimes like I'm starting life over again, which is a little painful. But I wouldn't change a single second of it.
Yeah?
That's about it.
I got nothing. I'm just kidding.
You definitely got some stuff.
Yeah. So, obviously, my name is Luis. I am 26 years old as of like 2 weeks ago.
Super recent.
Yeah, very, very recent.
So everybody say happy late birthday.
Yeah, please. Please, I didn't get enough birthday wishes. Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've also grown up here my whole life. For the most of it, I've moved around quite a bit throughout the past couple of years. College, soccer, etc., etc. Won't get into it too much.
For a different episode.
Yeah, but I guess to kind of give a short testimony, for me, I did not grow up in the church. Did not grow up, well, at least in the Christian church. I grew up Catholic. Obviously, I'm Mexican, so I think it's just, like a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Right? But I went to college, to a Christian college, found God there after a terrible relationship, kind of same thing. And I just didn't have a good time. I've moved back home a couple times since then, kind of changed my job, moved around quite a bit, and now I'm back home, and I love it. I'm so happy. Wouldn't trade it for a thing. I think it's been the best, especially now that I have a niece. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Nieces and nephews for sure make life so much better.
Yeah, because
So much
they're
better.
not. You don't have to prioritize.
You
them,
can just give them
right?
back.
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm done here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good practice.
Do it every single
Great
time.
practice.
Do it every single time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, hey, I'm done with you.
I'm done. I'm
Go
over
back
it.
to my sister.
Yeah. Or when they have to be disciplined and you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
do whatever you want,
Yeah,
actually.
because it's
Not my
my
problem.
job.
Not my
not my
problem.
job. Not my problem. Hey, if you want to worry about it,
That's on you.
not my thing.
Yeah.
My sister decided to have that baby.
Pretty much. All right. Maybe we should tell them a little bit how we met, why we're
Right.
starting this podcast.
Right.
Little story of how we met. We met from a young adults group at our church. How long ago was that actually?
I want to say 2 or 3 months ago.
2 or 3 months. It was late May that I started going back.
Late May. We are in
Early August. So like 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah.
So yeah, like 2.5, 3 months ago. And I honestly don't know how this started. I think it kind of started off as a joke. And we both kept saying that we wanted to start a podcast.
Right.
And then we
Yeah.
decided to actually go for it and take it seriously. So
Yeah. I mean, it kind of started like it was before you started going to YA. And I had the idea because I was a YA leader at the time. Now I'm aged out, obviously.
too old.
Too old for young adults, even though I'm still a young adult, but it's a topic for another time.
You're too old to be a young adult.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. And we were thinking about how to grow young adults. And one of my biggest things was social media, whether it was obviously like Instagram, Twitter. I don't know. I don't care.
All
right?
the social media.
Yes. All the social medias that there is. And one of my main ones was wanting to start a podcast, and it wasn't to like, I guess like die into the hype of it, but it was, I feel like it's a safe space now that everyone's getting older. I feel like people are kind of listening less to music, more to podcasts. Like me.
People are very hungry to learn things.
Right. Or to just like hear stories or whatever it could be, fantasy or not. Like, like for me, like lately, especially for the past few months, I don't even listen to music on the way to work anymore. I go to work at 6 a.m. I just throw on Joe Rogan, like just being very honest, like Joe Rogan, Sean Ryan show, those are kind of my go-tos. I like hearing people's perspectives on different things.
Yeah.
Like lately I've been listening to this guy named Danny Jones, and he's talking about how like, I think it's hilarious. I think it's funny, but he's trying to talk about how, Jesus Christ is actually the name for a drug that they used in like old times. Like this was dated way before the Bible. Like, yeah, okay, bro.
No way.
Yeah, so funny. And I just love to get a laugh out of that. Like when people have these crazy things, like, I don't know. But granted, that was the idea because like you see Joe Rogan's like the #1 podcast in the entire world and stuff. And people are always tuning in from wherever. And I thought that would be a great idea, even if we don't grow to be that big, but people just get the opportunity. And so I was like, podcast would be great. You know, like I feel like people would love to listen to a podcast, especially with somebody from the church, especially here. It could draw them to our young adults group or to just our church in general. So little spill, but rambled a little bit, but
that's okay. That's kind of what we're here for.
yeah, I guess that's true, right? But I guess that's the whole point at the end of the day.
I think we also just both have a passion for life, I guess is the easiest way to put it.
Yeah.
But we both just have a lot of passion towards multiple things. I mean, like hobbies, music, Christ. We have like all these things that we're super passionate about.
Right.
And I mean, both of us have expressed separately that we've wanted to start a podcast for like years now.
Yeah.
And I think it just both got to a point where it was like, okay, so are we doing it or what?
Yeah, let's just do it. I think that was the easiest part about it, because everybody else who I'd asked before, obviously you and I were like closer. Everybody was like, yeah, let's do it. And then did nothing.
Yeah.
You know, like it was just like, oh yeah, it's because I don't know, you know, and this and that. And you were immediately like, yeah, let's run it. And I was like, all right, bet. And
here we are, like 2 weeks later?
Yeah, literally 2 weeks later. Yeah. And it was just because of the mic. We were just waiting on the mic.
Yep.
That's it.
Super fun. That was our origin story.
Yeah. That's
kind of crazy to think about.
How it came to be.
Went from 0 to 100 in less than a month.
Yeah. Yeah. In half a month.
Yep. Yeah. Some more hitter questions.
Yeah. Why not? Let's see. We already did that. Okay. Who is this podcast for? That's a really great question. Great question. I'll answer first. Yeah, okay. I'll answer first. So the whole idea was to kind of, obviously we have a Christian foundation in our podcast, but we don't want to be just like a straight up outright only Christian podcast. Like we want to talk about specific topics that sometimes are missed, sometimes we overhear as young adults in church, or just anybody in church in general, or as a Christian, right? And I think that's kind of the whole point. I think, to get to my point, this podcast is for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not just if you're a Christian, you can listen to us. Like, absolutely. You know, it's for anybody. Yeah. It's for anyone who is alive who can listen to the
anybody
podcast.
Who has ears and can listen.
Yeah, and is you know, kind of.
No, 100%. Yeah. And again, I think even what I said earlier, both of us are just very passionate about sharing also the realities of life.
Right. Yeah.
And like, especially as Christians, because I feel like in young adults specifically, if you go to a ministry or a small group, there's almost these untold ideals of where you should be, what it should look like, what it means to be the quote unquote perfect Christian. Yeah. And that's hard. That's really hard when you're so young. And like, I'm going to say it, 26 is still young. Like we are still so young. Yeah. And I think it's always good. Our young adults leader always likes to say, like, we have to leave the nest eventually, which is always true. Right. Yeah. That's how we grow. That's how we push ourselves. But there truly is just a lot untouched and a lot unsaid. And even just going into this podcast, even just going into this podcast after praying about it, I feel like, especially all today, I kept getting the word unfiltered. And I feel like it's because sometimes as Christians, you know, you put the filter on, and especially as like if it's a sermon, it goes through so many ears before it's actually told to a congregation. Right. And this podcast, I want to be a place where we can just lay it all out unfiltered, and we can be imperfect and not feel judged. Right. You know, that there's an open, and this is a little bit, I guess, history of the podcast name.
Right.
At the table, based on Psalm 23, he's prepared a table for us. There is an open place for us as Christians to come together, right. And I just want it to be an open space. Mm-hmm. So yeah, who it's for everybody, and that's why, because no matter what religion or what age you are, you're always just figuring out life for the first time.
Right.
So,
and the whole unfiltered part, I think, is perfect, because we were literally just talking about this before we press record, about how I kind of wanted to leave it almost as raw as possible.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of not edit so many things out, because, oh my gosh, excuse me, I ate before coming. It just kind of gives people that perspective of like, we don't want to seem perfect, right? Yeah. We are imperfect.
Yeah.
No matter what. And so I guess that kind of also ties into the next question of what can listeners expect? Obviously, we kind of already established that, like, first, what was it, like not even 10 minutes of the episode, just a random topic. I brought up Labubu's and how they're demonic, which is crazy. But those are the kinds of things that they can expect in the beginning. Obviously, we have specific topics that we are going to be talking about that, you know, really tie into our faith and our Christian values as Christians and as young adults.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, with the whole unfiltered thing said, you know, you guys are going to see, or not see, but you guys are going to hear us, you know, get deep, be funny, be ourselves. Even sometimes, like, if you're not a Christian and this is something that you end up listening to, like, it can at times be educational, you know, for somebody. Like, you can learn things, right? And that's kind of the whole point, is for us to reach people, to reach everyone, hopefully one day. So
yeah, I think as Christians, we're also taking this as an opportunity to minister and use it as a part of our ministry. And just like as we go about this, it's not just for kicks and gigs, you know, like we want to have fun and we want to be able to just talk about anything. But we were talking about this earlier today, but the ultimate goal is to just honor God and have fun with it. Yeah, I think expectations, honestly, we just want to talk about all the real stuff, all of the burning questions that, you know, people have.
People are dying to
know.
Yeah.
Just like spiritual trauma, church hurt, controversial convictions. That's going to be a real fun one to talk about.
Probably my favorite one.
Honestly, same.
I'm waiting for that episode.
I think maybe next episode we should
just
start off
move
strong.
It forward. Yeah. That'd be good.
But even just God's timing kind of sucks sometimes.
Right.
Controversial to say, but, you know, just all of the hard topics, that's what to expect.
Right. All right. Let's see. Okay, I think this is a good one. Why should someone hit subscribe right now? I have an answer, but I've answered past couple of questions, so I'll let you answer.
That's first. Okay, because I like to really like think about things.
Right.
Honestly, the first thing that comes to mind is just, we've already touched on this, but just authenticity.
Right.
This is going to be a place where, again, no matter what age, race, I mean, obviously, like, boy, girl, we have two perspectives here, too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a place where there's no judgment either. There's no, like, perfect answers, perfect way to live. It's just going to be raw and authentic. I think that's kind of just the first thing that comes to mind. Right.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say the same thing, just like authenticity, just being genuine. I think people will get a great perspective hearing from a young man's point of view and a young woman's point of view. I think that's perfect. What more do you need?
Correct.
Right? No matter how old you are, whether you are older or younger, I think it's perfect. You guys are going to hear a lot of great things. hear a lot of great topics, kind of see our point of views. And obviously in the future, we'll want to hear your guys' point of views as well. But that's for the future.
I think something that kind of to tie into that question still is no matter what age, race, gender you are, everybody's always in different seasons at different times of their lives. Yeah. So, I mean, even we can speak because it's in our friend group, but we have people slightly younger than us / same age who are married and having kids.
Right. Yeah.
And here we are single, not dating anybody. No. And again, that's going to tie into like later episodes of like dating and God's timing. But I mean, ultimately, it's a place where, you know, we're trying to, I feel like sometimes as Christians, you feel like you're like too old for something. Yeah. You see everybody around you getting married or dating or having kids, whatever, at a certain age. And you kind of played the timeline game. Right. So this is a place where we're able to kind of just be honest about those feelings, what that looks like. Yeah. And again, that's for anybody at any age. I don't want to say no one's in the same season, but because that's obviously not true. But it's just a place where no matter your season, if it's similar to ours, it's an open space. So. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should do some like icebreakers.
I think that would be great.
To cap off the episode,
I have some good ones.
Okay, you first.
What is a random fact about you? I would say that I don't necessarily talk about it a lot, but I'm very much like, you know, I guess you kind of said it earlier, but like very, you know, like into music, you know, like musician, you know, singer. I also kind of just do just about everything in art, draw, photography, video, etc.
Don't forget your fashion design.
Right. Fashion design. That was my thing. It was very short-lived. But I don't know. Maybe it'll be put to use later on.
He'll be in charge of our future merch designs.
Right. Yeah. If need be.
No. When need be.
Yeah, you're right.
Correct.
Right. Too many ifs.
That's going to be another great podcast episode. He'll be the star of the show on that one.
Yeah, yes, I will. Random fact about you.
Random fact about me. I love to dance. I actually did Irish step dancing.
Okay. Which really tying into the bloodline here.
It is. In case y'all didn't know, obviously probably not. I'm like 99% Irish.
Yeah, we're not behind the camera.
Yet.
But
yeah, I used to do Irish step dancing. I guess another fun fact, I self-taught myself. How do you say that? Taught myself.
Yeah, you're self-taught.
I'm self-taught at guitar.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Taught myself the guitar. I think I was like 13.
I didn't know that about you.
I just got a guitar for my birthday and I just started playing around. My mom tried to put me into a local class at the community college.
Nice.
Like a very beginner class, and I knew everything already. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm just going to stay home and keep teaching myself. So
who is this 13-year-old Jimi Hendrix in my class right now?
Not yet.
Right.
Never got that far.
All right. What was your question? Most delusional main character moment. Is that what it was?
Yeah. What's your most delusional main character moment?
I think this one's big for me. So about a year ago, I was playing my last game of soccer before quote unquote retirement in England. And I was playing with the reserve team, which is considered like a second team, B team, however you want to call it. For this one club. Won't say any specifics. Don't need people knowing my business. I'm very private about that. But I came on in the 65th minute. We're down 3-1. And I come on and I make an immediate impact, right? And I give an assist. We're tied. And obviously it's just a reserve team game. So it's like kind of closed doors. It's like not really like people aren't really allowed to come in. Very few people. and it's not a league game or anything. Like we're just playing season just ended. We're just playing a friendly game. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I gave an assist. Great. Immediate impact, right? I get moved positions. And then on a counterattack, for the people who don't know sports, right? It's like when you're defending and immediately go out on attack. So our ball gets cleared, headed out, lands right at my feet. I send an amazing ball to one of my teammates. And it's just me, him against 3 defenders. So it's a 2v3. And I receive the ball at the left side edge of the box. I cut in, fake a shot, cut again, curl it, top right corner, and it was just like great, right? Forgot that I was not in front of an entire audience, and I'm celebrating this friendly goal, last minute goal, basically to nobody.
That's so good.
And I was just like, like just so excited. Obviously, like not a lot of people knew it was my last game.
Yeah.
But I did, and so I just let all my emotions out. It was a great moment, but that was probably my most delusional one because I acted like if I had just won the World Cup.
Maybe in another life.
Maybe in another life, yeah. Who knows? But
it was practice, right?
Huh?
I said it was practice for
yeah,
when you do win the real thing.
Right. If we ever get to that point.
Yeah.
Probably not at 26, but...
Hey, you never know.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You never know.
You never know.
I wonder what mine would be. Trying to think. Most delusional main character moment. Probably to go off that singing again. So when I was little, I don't even want to say little because it was like preteens, like early teens.
Like 12, 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom, she'll still probably say this to this day if I ask her. But growing up, she would always tell me that I sounded like Adele.
Okay.
And that was...
the huge compliment.
Huge compliment. Huge boost
fill.
to the ego.
Yeah.
And then I remember right after that, I think, so obviously tying back into the whole me growing up in church thing, we also used to do like fine arts competitions.
Right.
Where we would go, all the churches across the state would go to this huge competition, and they had it obviously divided by age range so that it was a little bit more fair.
Right.
So I was in like the middle school or whatever the age range was. I don't even remember. And I had done this competition, and I remember after the competition, someone had come up to me and been like, "Oh my gosh, you sound like Adele." And it was the same thing. And I was like, okay, again, another huge boost to the ego.
Oh my gosh, I really do sound like Adele.
During like, again, my mom always told me.
Right.
I think it's just, because she loved me.
Right.
But having someone else tell me that, I was like, wow, maybe I should like try out for The Voice. So keep in mind, I was like 13 years old, right, and I thought I was like the hottest thing ever. And I was like, oh, I'm totally going to get so famous and become a singer.
Become a millionaire.
Like, this is what's meant for me, obviously.
Right.
Everybody wants an Adele wannabe.
Yeah.
So I think that was probably mine. I was so young, though.
That's great.
We've grown.
Yeah.
We've grown a lot.
We've adulted and we've matured. That's so funny.
It was definitely a funny time in my life.
Just thought you were Adele. You just thought you were the reincarnation of Adele, even though she's still alive. She's still alive. She's very much not dead.
Very much not dead. She was honestly, and this is like, I don't know, she was just one of those artists where I was like obsessed with her.
Well, I think everybody at that moment was everybody was listening to Adele. She was on the radio.
She was, she's still so good. Yeah. If I'm ever going out and I'm doing karaoke,
Adele.
You bet your butt. It's Adele for sure.
Maybe you're still living in that delusional moment. No, I'm just kidding.
You know what? Just kidding. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
All right. I have another one.
Okay, shoot.
What are 3 things you are currently loving? Like, what are your go-tos right now, whether it's...
anything in life. Anything under the sun?
Anything. It could be reading, writing, etc.
I think number 1 for me, this is probably going to sound crazy to be a number 1, is my at-home coffee that I make every day.
I think that's fair. That's fair.
Let me tell you the secret sauce, okay?
Okay.
Teaspoon of brown sugar, maple syrup, cinnamon, sea salt.
Yeah, you sound like my mom.
Double shot of espresso over milk.
No, my mom doesn't do espresso.
Oh, that's the only way I can do it.
Yeah, no. She had diabetes.
What a bomb drop right now.
Yeah. Just shout out to my mom real quick.
Yeah.
All right, you got 2 more.
How about we go back?
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Give me time to think.
My number 1 is simple. I think right now my number 1 is the gym. And that's solely because it was just perfect timing. I did not have this like list ready of what my favorite things are, but obviously since I've quit soccer, I've gained a lot of weight.
Naturally, yeah.
And I just got comfortable. You know, I was having fun, you know, just enjoying food and drinks and all that fun stuff. And in 6 days, I have lost 2.5 pounds.
Even I didn't know that.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I just, you know, that alone,
That's
I went
crazy.
home last night in such a good mood.
Good.
Because like my dad was obviously like, oh, you should weigh yourself, you know, and he was like, you should weigh yourself every week. And I was like, okay, cool. So I went.
Yeah, definitely not every day. Don't be one of those people.
Right.
Not good for you.
Yeah, no. And so I weighed myself. They have this like super cool machine at Lifetime where it like reads all of your like body fat, your body mass index, everything. And I was at 40.4 for body fat. And I'm sitting at 36.4.
Dang.
And then my muscle mass.
And it's been, what, 2 weeks?
1. It literally started last Monday.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. And so my muscle mass went from a 73 point something. And I'm at a 81.1.
Dang.
And I was like, bro, I'm not even like lifting heavy.
Yeah.
Not doing anything crazy. Like I'm just doing a lot of reps. Yeah.
That it's really that simple.
It's meant to be.
Yeah.
And obviously diet.
Yeah.
Diet has been
Diet's
great.
huge.
Shout out Chick-fil-A Southwest salad.
No, diet's going to be like 90% of the change you see.
Right.
At least at first.
Yeah.
I think, what am I thinking? Number 2.
Your number 2?
I think this is a book that I actually read like way, way, way earlier this year, but I think about it all the time. And I don't remember the author. Let me actually look it up. But this book is called The 7-Year Slip. And again, I think about it daily. Maybe not daily. That's kind of crazy. My Roman Empire.
I think about it every single day.
Every second of every day. No, it's just one of those books that kind of like makes you start really thinking about what's important in your life.
Right.
It's by Ashley Poston. And it's about this girl living in New York, and her aunt passes away.
Right.
And her aunt passes down her magical New York apartment. So
like
Clementine.
It's like actual magical?
Actual magical.
Okay, that's interesting.
So the main character, her name's Clementine. Her nickname is Lemon. Clementine Lemon, you get it?
Shout out to the lemons.
Shout out to the lemons real quick.
Shout out to the lemons.
But so the book follows this girl named Clementine, and she inherits her dead aunt's apartment.
Right.
And first time in the apartment, she's kind of caught off guard because, whoa, there's magically this guy there. And turns out that during the entirety of this book, the apartment is just like a slip in time back 7 years in the past.
Interesting.
So, and it's this just romantic story between her and this guy. And obviously, the guy lives in the apartment. The guy from the apartment is 7 years in the past, right?
Right.
So she's now trying to navigate this relationship of like, oh, I'm starting to like this guy, but I can only see him in the 4 walls of this apartment.
Right.
So now she has to figure out, how does this story end? Like, how does this end? Because he's obviously still a person.
Right.
Just now,
Very
at the
much
same time
real.
as her.
Right.
7 years in the future. So the end of the story, not to like spoil too much, if anybody else wants to read it, because it's great.
Yeah, I won't. Just being honest. Just being honest. I'm not a reader.
That's fair. But it just goes through like, I can't even explain it. Like, so this guy ends up owning a restaurant, and she meets him in this restaurant, and she still didn't know who it was at that point.
Right.
And so they just like re-meet for the first time, and he remembers her and like still is in love with her.
Wow.
7 years in the future, hadn't seen her again, thought it was like this crazy thing.
Right.
So I don't know. It's just one of those books that made me really start thinking about life in a different perspective of like what actually matters.
Right. Yeah.
And
I can see that.
You just have to be, this is funny considering the timing, but you just have to be like upfront with like what you want, what you need. If you know, like you can't suppress things and expect, I don't know how to word it, but like.
It's kind of like what you say, like, closed mouths. What is it? Closed mouths.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's perfect. That's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example.
So I think that's my number 2, that book.
I honestly don't know my number 2.
I know, like, I feel like 3 things is kind of hard to think of.
Yeah.
Off the top of your head.
Well, I guess we can go anywhere. Well, shout out what I said earlier. My number 2 right now is that Chick-fil-A spicy Southwest salad.
Period.
I think it is perfect in obviously what I need for my diet to lose weight because I'm trying to lose weight fast. But it's so good. It's just so good. And
anything Southwest, I'm a fan of.
Right. And it's like the only thing that it needs is more chicken. And I wanted more chicken the other day, and I saw that it's $5.29 to add
extra?
more chicken for
that's crazy.
Chicken. So yeah, I didn't get extra chicken.
Naturally.
That kind of bummed me out, but that's
probably. I'm gonna be one of those people. It's probably so easy to make at home though.
Maybe, but
it's not Chick-fil-A.
It's affordable.
True.
So I'm gonna stick to it. I'm not eating it every day either. So like,
fair enough.
Yeah, I'm eating it like maybe once a week.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Not gonna lie. We even as my family, like my family eats a lot of Chick-fil-A. We love Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is just good.
Yeah, shout out Chick-fil-A.
It doesn't miss.
No, it doesn't.
I've never been where I'm like, oh, it's gross, or like,
well, I can't lie.
Oh, it didn't hit today.
There was one time where I felt that way, but
really,
quick shout out to the young adults group. But we were going every single Thursday.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
well,
no.
I think that's just everything in life. If you have too much of a good thing,
right,
turns into a bad thing.
Work. Just kidding. What is your number 2?
I'm on 3.
You're on 3.
My number 3, things I'm loving right now. I think this is more of just like a overarching concept rather than like an actual thing. But I'm just loving like my season of life right now.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I'm just very content. I'm very happy with just life.
Right.
Have a lot of wonderful friends that I get to talk to all the time and hang out and see. And, you know, I get to work from home. I'm starting school soon.
Right.
I don't know.
Life seems comfortable. Maybe.
I don't like that word.
Yeah, I guess maybe
I don't want life to ever be comfortable.
For a lack of better words, but you're comfortable in the season you're in right now. But ready for a challenge. I don't know.
I was just saying, yeah, I'm not necessarily comfortable. I'm content.
Right. Okay.
I'm still being joyful with where I'm at.
Right.
And I'm not like upset or like in desperate want of something else. But definitely still open for change and open for growth. But yeah, I don't know. I'm also in an era of like learning new hobbies, trying new things. And that's been really fun.
Yeah.
I've been trying to take up ice skating, but you know,
Arizona in the middle of summer.
Arizona summers don't really allow that. So
I mean, we do have ice rinks.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, I know.
They're just
one a little bit up north from here, but
yeah,
never been.
You've never been ice skating?
No,
ever?
the one time we tried to go, there was a hockey practice at that rink.
Of course.
So didn't get to go, and the day because it was like a siblings thing that we were trying to do, like me and my 2 sisters. My little sister was very young at the time; she was probably like 8, like 7 or 8. And we tried to go. The day that I went, there was like hockey practice, and then the time they could go, I had work, so I couldn't even make it. Yeah, and I was just like, no, like, just we've been promising my little sister this for a long time. I'll pay for her, you guys just go.
Yeah.
And so they did. And they had an amazing time. And I am still jealous to this day because I wanted to go ice skating that day. But not really looking for ice skating right now.
That's fair.
I'm terrified of like rolling my ankle or something.
Yeah, actually, fun story. One of like the first times I ever went ice skating, I got a huge bone bruise.
Yeah, see.
Because I fell really hard on my knee.
Yeah, see, I'm fine. I'm fine without any injuries in my life anymore.
That's fair.
Soccer brought that.
Avoid them at all costs.
Yeah. I guess my number 3 kind of ties in. I think for me right now, it's just like Friends. Friends is my big number 3. Obviously, like I have moved around quite a bit since after high school for college, soccer, etc. And although I still have like those friendships, when I first moved back home, like a few years prior, it was kind of hard for me to find that friend group of like, I see these people every day and these are my best friends. My friends were just kind of changing all the time. And then I kept moving and now I'm back, which I think is possibly for good, at least for a long while. And obviously, like, especially the guys in my life right now are some of the best.
Yeah.
All of our friends in our friend group, etc. Like everybody's been so fun to be around and we see each other multiple times a week. I think that's so healthy, especially for me, being that like my parents, especially like after high school, were like, you never have friends to invite over and stuff like that, and like now I do.
Yeah. So
I think that's the biggest thing, or that's my number 3 on the biggest things that I'm loving right now is my friends.
Yeah. Kind of twinning on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then like there's pickleball, we play pickleball. It's all right. It's cool.
I'm also kind of getting over it. I want something more challenging.
Yeah. I've been saying that for a while. I mean, pickleball is very easy to pick up.
Yeah, I pretty much picked it up on the third time?
Yeah.
Whatever my last one was.
Yeah, granted I played...
I'm not perfect, but...
Right. I played tennis in high school, so it was kind of easy for me to pick it up, but
yeah, tennis
is just harder. And nobody's open to it because there's a lot more running. It's obviously bigger. It's
I'll
harder.
Join you.
Yeah, if those tennis courts were ever empty, it'd be great, but they're not. They're always packed. There's always people waiting, so never get my chance. Got my chance once and
never again.
Yeah. Just not. God's timing.
God's timing.
All right.
I kind of want to do one last, like, rapid fire.
Okay.
This or that.
Okay.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Yeah, totally. Pancakes or waffles?
I'm gonna say waffles, but I make a pretty mean pancake.
Okay, but why waffles?
I think just I like
texture?
The fact that no, not the texture so much. It's more of like the syrup not slipping off and the butter not slipping off. Granted, I'm not eating pancakes or waffles right now, but
fair enough. I'm a pancake girl for sure. Sweet or salty?
Oh, I would say salty.
100%. Same. Tacos or burgers?
Tacos. Yeah, it's just that Mexican in me. That's just the Mexican in me.
Same. Not same.
Yeah, you were not Mexican.
Not same to that, but same to tacos.
Right.
Ice cream cone or ice cream cup?
Always doing a cone.
Yeah.
Forever a cone.
Yeah. Beach or mountains?
Oh, that's so tough.
Both?
That's so tough.
Can I choose both?
No, we have to choose one or the other. You know what?
Beach.
I'm gonna go mountains.
Really?
I'm gonna go mountains.
I want a seaside cottage.
I mean, that's
with mountains in the background.
Which is fair. Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I mean. It's like
both.
If you could have best of both, I would have both. Or I guess if you could have the best out of the two, I would have both. But I'm such an outdoorsy person.
Yeah.
That I want mountains.
I think my one thing is I just need water.
Fair.
So if it's mountains with like a lake really close by, like lake in my backyard, then I'm choosing mountains.
Yeah. That's actually,
my one stipulation.
Before you keep going, I have a friend that I met when I was living in Seattle. She posted on Instagram recently of this like, it's like a huge hike. It's like 8,000 elevation, like feet in elevation or whatever. But they camped on the top of this mountain.
Sick.
And it was just gorgeous.
Oh, I bet.
So I was like,
they have some of the best views.
Yeah, and I was just like,
Northwest.
dude, I want to do this so bad.
Yeah. Okay. City or suburbia?
Suburbs all day.
Yeah.
Get me away from the city.
I went to visit New York City in January 2024. Probably the most, I don't want to say the most miserable week of my life because that's so dramatic.
Right.
But I am just like so not a city person.
Right. And I think when I was younger, so I lived in New York for a little bit too. And
he's been everywhere.
Yeah. And it was awesome. I loved living there, but I was 20, 21.
In the city?
Yeah. I was 20, 21 years old. So granted, like that's what I wanted. Now, 5 years later, I'm like, dude, get me in the middle of nowhere in a farm. Like that's what I want.
Pretty much, yeah. We actually talked about this. Solo trip or group trip?
Oh, that's a good one. I love a good solo trip for the mental health and etc. But I've never been on a friend's trip anywhere.
Ever. Even like a road trip?
No.
Really?
Well, I mean, if Sedona counts, I guess, like, but that was with the church. It wasn't really like a friend trip. But no, I mean, I've never been on like a...
Even just like one friend?
Never.
Wow, that blows my mind.
Yeah, never. I've never
I think
been...
it's because I'm huge on going with friends.
Right.
Even if it's just like one friend.
I think for me, it's like, it just kind of ties back into like not having like really close friends for a very long time. I think that kind of ties into it, especially when I was allowed to travel. Yeah. Like on my 18th birthday, a few weeks later, I went to LA by myself. And I was just like, it was on a whim. Yeah, it was like $46 round trip at the time of year. And I just went alone. And I was there for 3 days.
Beautiful.
And I've never gone on a trip with friends.
I've never done a solo trip like that.
No, I do it quite a bit. Well, I did do it quite a bit.
I do solo road trips.
No, I've never done that.
But I've never done like a solo going to a different state, like flying by myself.
No, I mean, I guess my version of a solo road trip would have been to like when I had to go to Tucson to grab my passport, or like I went to Flagstaff to pick up my dogs because we adopted from a shelter, and we had to drive up to Flagstaff, and they just needed payment, so they sent me, and I went by myself.
That's so weird.
It's the only time I ever... Well, because they were still, like, waiting for the veterinarian to spade them, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Okay, we're going to do a couple more.
Sounds good.
Texting or calling?
Big on the calling. Love a good phone call. Yeah. Because that way, like, you know, I don't have
Nothing
to talk
gets misconstrued either.
No. You can hear the emotion.
Yeah.
You can't really text an emotion.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, it's just better. And
you don't... personally, as a chronically overthinker, calling for sure.
Yeah. I think, calls are just better. FaceTime or just audio.
Yeah. Stay in or go out? Stay in.
Yeah.
I'm totally staying in.
Yeah. I'm such a big stay in person. Yeah. Even if like my friends are invited, or I guess our friends are inviting us to go somewhere, like, I'm huge on just like going over to somebody's place, like, or you guys come to my place.
I would much rather spend time at someone's house, than like going out.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to do the 24-hour Whataburger. No. I want to like go home. Like, y'all are welcome to hang out at my house, but as long as I have quick access to my bed, I'm good.
I think that's my biggest thing is like, especially like just this past weekend, we shout out at the Lemons. I went over, spent time with Clay. And it was just awesome. Yeah. We were just literally sitting in their apartment, and it was just me and him for a few hours. And we went to the pool, went back up to the apartment. We had steak, and that was like just boys' night. You know what I mean? Like, and it was so much fun. It was so perfect. Just
staying in, but definitely with friends.
Yeah, 100%. Or family too. That's true. I love my family. Love spending time with them.
Last one: early bird or night owl?
I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of both, but I'm only early bird because of work.
Right. Like, if you don't have work, when do you usually like wake yourself up?
Probably like 9 or 10 a.m.
You're definitely a night owl.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, because I see like one of my best friends, Gilbert, he lives in California. And the only way we can like spend time together is video games. Oh. And so like Friday nights, I'm up until 2 a.m. Saturday nights, I'm up until like maybe midnight, maybe 1 a.m.
I find that crazy.
And then like Sundays, after church, I'm coming home, possible nap, if not nap, playing on the game until pickleball. And then after pickleball, I would prefer to go home earlier so that I can have that time. Because like before we would play every single day, you know, I used to work later. So we would play every single day, like Sunday to Sunday, you know. Yeah. So I do miss those days, but your boy has to grow up.
I am most definitely an early bird. Here's the thing though. I only go spend late nights if it's like with that group.
Right.
Like a late Sunday night or a late Thursday night. That's the only time I'm going out and like spending time late out at night.
Right. Yeah. That's fair.
I am like always in bed. Hopefully I try to be at like 9 p.m. and I'm up at 5:30 every day.
No, I mean, as much as I love being in bed, and at times I wish I was in bed a lot more, I only like to be in my bed if it's after work because I'm tired, or if it's like I'm going to bed.
Sleep.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I mean. I go to bed to sleep at 9. Yeah, like I am a 9 to 5 sleeper, not worker.
I tell myself every day, like, I will go to bed 10 p.m. tonight at the latest. Yeah. And I'm getting home from the gym at like 9:20, 9:30. And then I have to obviously shower because I get very sweaty. Shout out to the steam room at Lifetime real quick. Shout out to that steam room.
I will be going.
God bless.
I love a sauna.
Yeah. But it's just like perfect. You know, you get home, you relax, eat. Obviously right now I'm skipping breakfast for a protein shake. And then I get home and I just eat like 5 or 6 eggs or egg whites.
For breakfast?
No, for dinner.
You're just eating egg whites for dinner?
Yeah, because I don't get like enough protein throughout the day and I have to be hitting a certain limit of protein. Yeah. So it's like my only option is eggs. I don't have like cooked chicken or anything, and I'm not going to stay up to cook chicken. Eggs is the easiest.
That's true.
Which is funny because I'm not a breakfast person.
Really?
Yeah. So eggs at night, totally not me. Definitely just a diet.
That's so funny.
I'm willing to make that sacrifice to be a skinny king.
And that's called discipline.
Right.
All right. Well, I think that is going to wrap up our episode.
Perfect. I think that was fun.
What should everybody expect for our next episode?
Nothing. Nothing. This was the last episode ever. We're never doing this ever again. Just kidding.
It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. No, it definitely was. What could people be expecting for next episode? 2? I don't know. I mean, even the title of the second episode kind of gives it away. But you already mentioned it earlier.
I feel like maybe we should do the controversial convictions.
You think we should switch it up?
One. Yeah,
I think that'd be great. I
think just like doing it off the rip. That way people kind of know
truly how
what we believe and where we're at.
Yeah, I know. I think that would be perfect. Controversial convictions. That was like the one thing I was most excited about. Yeah. To talk about. Like I kind of wish we would have talked about it today, but obviously first episode, not gonna get into it. Yeah. But second episode, I'm all for it.
We're gonna be yapping.
Yeah.
Be prepared to be a little caught off guard. Maybe.
Right. Yeah. I think so.
Be prepared for anything.
I think so.
Dramatic.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are some things that are deemed traditional, but with just how everything goes, time changes. Correct. And I think that as long as you do a little bit more research, you would understand. And that's just to kind of, I guess, tease on one of the topics for a controversial conviction. Yeah.
But that's pretty much it for today's episode.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening, whoever
is listening. Yeah. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
And we hope you stick around for some more of our hot topics.
Love ya.
Bye.